Alright guys, this is Stopping Tyrannical Officer Practices. I am your host, Hutch Stevenson, and I would like to start off by saying I am in no way, shape, or form a lawyer. If you would like to email me at badpiggy.yt@gmail.com. Today we're going to be talking about what you need to know about your American civil rights anytime that you are detained, arrested, or approached by law enforcement officers. Okay, this is any time whatsoever. Alright, now, first thing you need to ask is, are you detained or are you free to go? Alright, always make that the first question. If they say that you are not detained, leave. If they reply, yes, you are detained, ask what crime that you are suspected of committing. Alright, police can only detain you if they believe that you have committed a crime or are about to commit a crime. It is actually illegal for a police officer to detain you for investigative purposes unless they have told you that they suspect you of committing the crime. Alright, now if they say it's suspicious activity, you can reply, I wasn't aware that was a crime. Is that a felony or misdemeanor? If for investigative purposes, reply letting the officer know that, that is not a legal stop, and demand a supervisor immediately. Like I said, if they approach you and they are detaining you or not letting you go, saying you're not detained, regardless, ask for a supervisor. Never answer questions. Flex that Fifth Amendment right. Alright, now police cannot just search you, okay? You can say clearly, I do not consent to any search or seizure. You also do not have to produce any ID if approached by police if you're not suspected of committing a crime. The exception to this is if you're pulled over for a traffic stop, you do have to produce your driver's license, registration, and your proof of insurance. But you still don't have to answer questions. Alright, now you also do not have to show ID if you're with somebody that's been pulled over for a traffic offense. Your buddy's flying. If you're wearing your seatbelt, you ain't doing nothing wrong. ID, you have every right to refuse. It is not a legal demand. If you are a victim or witness a traffic stop, police detention, you have a protected constitutional right to record it under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Photograph and record anything you can see in public. There is no expectation of privacy when you are in public. You must give them, though, 10 feet of space, yourself and the officer or the crime scene. This has been ruled by the Supreme Court if you are recording someone else's traffic stop. You cannot solely be arrested for obstruction or interfering with an investigation just for filming. Alright? Always remember that. Now, you also do not have to give police your name, date of birth, social security number because they ask you. You have the right to decline the request. You are only legally required to do this if you're lawfully detained and suspected of a crime. Alright? Terry stops. Now, a Terry stop in the United States of America allows the police to briefly detain a person based on reasonable suspicion of involvement in criminal activity to search for weapons and drugs. This is not a search, it's just a pat down. If they try to go into your jock, snap up. Not really, but you know. Alright, now, police cannot just approach you and do this for no reason either. If you're just walking down the street, you're not doing nothing, you're going from A to B, nah. Always, always, always get badge numbers, names, ID numbers, and request the supervisor to the scene. Alrighty, now you do not have to roll your window down all the way if you're in a traffic stop, just enough to be able to hear the officer to hear you, and to be able to transfer documents between the two of you. 3 inches, 4 inches should be quite enough. You do not have to roll your window all the way down. That is not a legal command. So, always get all badge numbers, ID numbers. Stand your ground when you need, non-violently, don't go busting ass, Do not consent to any search or seizures. Get all badge numbers, ID numbers, and names of every officer on the scene, and always record. And one other thing, the police are legally allowed to lie to you, okay? This goes back to the Fifth Amendment. Anything you say can and will be used you in a court of law, so keep your mouth shut, okay? Ask to speak to a lawyer. If you're not detained and they will not let you go, get a supervisor. This is, again, stop. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stopping Tyrannical Officer Practices. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This is Hutch Stevenson. Take it easy.